presentation. And I do see some of my students on here. Hi, guys. So I love that. And my uncle, that's my Uncle Randy over there. Hi, Uncle.
It's Jean. Amanda,
Yes.
it's Jean. I shared my link with Lisa Swiftney. Can she get in on my link?
Yes, the Zoom link, absolutely.
Okay, great.
The only thing I would say about that is if she could register afterwards, just because I'm sending this out, I'll be sending, I just hit record. So I'll be sending this recording out when we're done so that everybody is going to be able to watch this over again. If you don't catch what I'm doing right now, you'll be able to see it in the recording.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, so who am I? For those of you that don't know, some of you know me, some of you don't. My name's Amanda Herr, and I am a digital marketing coach. So what's really close to my heart is helping entrepreneurs, small businesses, solopreneurs, and nonprofits take their businesses to the next level with digital marketing. A lot of times I know people have gotten phone calls or they've been told digital marketing can be very, I guess, oppressive or hard to do. And honestly, when you understand how it all works, it doesn't have to be that hard. And when someone calls you and tells you that they can do certain things for your company, my goal is to give you the tools to understand whether or not that company is going to be the best company for you to hire. So, or you can do it yourself. So again, hi, Laura. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we're going to talk about the Facebook business page and how to make it more powerful. Before I go ahead and do that, can I see a raise of hands of how many people actually have a Facebook page already created? Okay, I think it looks like everybody has one. Christy, you have one, right? Yeah. Okay, you're muted, but yeah. So. You have two, okay. So this is perfect because what we're going to do is talk about how to optimize your page. So if you cannot see this, let me know, but I'm going to open up this chat. So I should be able to see anything that you guys say. So in order to make sure it's working, I'm just going to type hi. Yes, I can see that. Please, someone type hi back so I can make sure I can see what's going on. Awesome. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Okay, so this is a presentation, but we're also going to be going through a real life situation. So again, this is about making your Facebook page more powerful. And what we're going to go over today are these things. So how Facebook, even though everyone seems to believe that Facebook is going by the wayside sometimes. It's really not right now, maybe in the future, but right now it still leads the pack with YouTube as far as how many people are using it. And then I also want you guys to be able to share your page. We're going to talk about the Facebook page tools, what to post, how to post, why to post, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about Facebook Live. The preview tool that they rolled out probably about 6 or 8 months ago, Facebook groups, analytics. I know lots of people are like, ew, numbers, but they do matter. SEO for Facebook, and then the dreaded Facebook Business Manager. So moving from there. So Sasha has Sasha's cutting board, and she does a fantastic job on her Facebook page and also her Instagram account. But what I would like you guys to do now before I go any further is please share the link to your Facebook page. If you can't do that right now in the comments, please do it by the end of this presentation, because when I send this recording, I am going to put that all in the email, and I would love it if you guys could check out each other's pages and either follow each other's pages or you know, just kind of take a look at them and support each other overall, because I think it's really, really important. So put those in the comments, and I'll make sure to put everybody's Facebook URL link in the email that I send out. So here is how it's going to look, though, just so you guys all know. It's this with facebook.com/ and then the handle that you have for your Facebook page. Okay. Any questions on that? No. Okay. So why is Facebook still important? Facebook continues to be important because it leads the pack as far as people using it in engagement. 69% of all Americans are using Facebook. That's huge, guys. So it continues to be 69%. It was 69%, 3 years ago. It's still holding strong. It's not growing, but it is holding strong. YouTube is the next larger one. And then US adults who use Facebook, around 3/4 or 74% of them are visiting this site at least once a day. And Facebook is popular among all the demographic groups, though adults are more likely to use it. And around 4 in 10 US adults, or 43%, get their news from Facebook. So they do trust the platform as it continues to evolve. Now, if your target audience is a teen, Facebook's probably not the best place to be. Facebook is, it is a good platform for teens, but they're not using it for engagement or for discussion. If they use it at all, they're not admitting that they do because it's just not cool. But also they go on there just to look at stuff. What they're really using more of is like YouTube, Instagram, and of course, Snapchat. So just think about that when you're thinking about what platforms to use for your company. So let's just talk a little bit about the Facebook page itself. So we're going to hop on over to this is my Facebook page. And we're going to talk about the different elements that are on this page that are really important. So you may think that these elements are self-explanatory, but the use of them and how you use them will actually make the world of difference when you're talking about the Facebook algorithm. Remember, and I always say this to all of my students, Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, they're all just computers, guys. It's good information in, good information out. And if you love the platform's gonna love you back. So just remember that. And as we go through this presentation, think about like, what are some of the ways that you could take your page and really kind of amp it up after this meeting. So, over here, now I'm a business, okay? So Social Fuel Media is a business, yes. Now the brand of Social Fuel Media, in this case, is built upon me because I am really I'm the person that's got the information. Do I have team members? Absolutely, but we are built on the fact that I am a digital marketing coach. So when you can, if you can, build in your face or faces. So here, if I was a company that was like more of a corporation, I would probably have my logo as my profile picture. However, because my brand is built on being someone that people need to be feeling comfortable with, and they need to be able to feel like they know me and get to know me, we use my face. Okay, so professional picture, thank you, Christy, here works really, really well. Especially when, think about this, and I don't know, I can't, if you can see me or not, but when you're scrolling through, if you're scrolling through your own news feed, what do you stop for more? Do you stop for a logo or do you stop for a face? So face is very important. It shows, there's been research shown that like as far as engagement is concerned, whenever you use a face, it's 3 times more engaging. So I have my face here, you may have your logo, but what's really important is across your whole page, you want to try to have your page have its own personality. So if you are a corporation or a business, that business has a brand, right? That business has some sort of personality. So what is that personality? And is that being reflected in how you've built your page and how you're communicating to your audience? And if it's not, then think about how you're saying things and what you're posting. So the next piece that's really important is this cover. So a lot of times, and I'm going to see if I can see you guys. Here we go. So a lot of times we think about this as like a static piece of real estate. when really this is one of the most important pieces of real estate on your Facebook page that you have. Think about it. It's eyeline. It's the first thing I'm seeing, and it's the first thing that's going to give me an idea of who you are. So what you want to do is you want to have some sort of, is it a company photo? Is it your photo? What is it? But you also want to be able to communicate, if it's a static image, communicate what you do and why I should care. One of the other key tips about social media is that it's social, but it's also not about you. So as much as, it's a me kind of conversation, the way that things need to be communicated is, why is it that I should stop and pay attention to you on Facebook? Because I have chosen to be on Facebook today, and I have chosen as a user to, I forgot to turn that off. I have chosen as a user to stop and pay attention to your page. So you have to make it so that I'm happy that I did so and that I'm here. Okay, so again, it's not about you, it's about the person or the user. So how does that translate? So I always use the example of a school. So we don't talk about our students, we talk about your child. Does that, so when I'm talking about things, I don't say our students do X, Y, Z. I say your child has the opportunity to. Okay. So back to the cover photo. Put what you do. Tell them why here I help you make digital marketing easier for you and your team. Why is it that they should stop? And then give them a call to action. Oops. Give them a call to action. Contact me today. Here's my contact information. All right. Now, another thing that you might do, and we're going to talk about the button in a minute, is you could even make something, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Make something where there's like a little arrow that comes here and says like book now, or whatever it is your button says. So when it's a static image, you have this opportunity here to really own this space. Now, if I clicked on this, you see how it says add a description? That's another really cool opportunity. And here's why. I haven't done this yet because I literally just uploaded this photo, but you put the description of your company here, and you put the keywords that you want to be found for, and because that's really important, guys, and we're going to talk about that at the end. But you put the keywords that you want to be found for here in a description of your company. It comes out as a post, but then if someone clicks on this, they're getting more information about your company. Another cool thing is that Facebook now gives you the opportunity to do slideshows, and they also give you the opportunity to do a video. So I could do a video if I wanted to. I could maybe go into iMovie, or I use Camtasia, and do a video where it just slides through, and it's either me talking or it's sliding through and talking about all the different things that I provide. I provide coaching, digital marketing support, and e-courses. So maybe I talk about that, but that video is now the first thing that somebody sees. It's movement. It gets them to stop and watch. The audio's not there. They can click on it for audio, and it will loop. So we're going to talk about video in a minute, but that's an opportunity. And then I can also have this slideshow. So if I wanted to create a slideshow, I could go to edit slideshow. It's going to pull up, if I had pictures, it would pull up all these different pictures. If I said I wanted it to, up here it says I can ask them to just pull pictures of my own, and it will create a slideshow for me. Okay. So if I hit save on this, this is going to be my cover, and people can slide through all these pictures, which are heinous, by the way. So I would never do that right now. But if I had turned that off, I could add my own photos in and create my own slideshow. So if you don't have the ability, to like create a video, or if you're like, no way am I doing that, just upload some photos and make a really cool slideshow, and that would be even more engaging. Okay, does anybody have any questions on that? You with me? Are we excited? All right, okay. So let's jump back over to and make sure I stay on course, because I am famous for not staying on course. So, okay, cool. Facebook cover video specs. Here's the thing, guys, real simple to do, but you gotta fit their specs. So it needs to be 820 by 312 pixels, and it has to be 20 seconds to 90 seconds. And if you're like, what the heck, how am I supposed to do this? I'm not a graphic designer, I'm not a videographer. We're gonna talk about Canva. Canva actually has a template, and you just use their template, you create your video, and boom, you got yourself a Facebook cover video. It's pretty sweet, and you don't even have to pay. It can be free. So we're gonna talk about that in a moment. So the key is to make sure that the first thing that happens when I get to your page is I wanna stay on your page. And the best way to do that is you tell me why I should care, all right? So that's what we were talking about. Think about it this way. The best sales meetings I ever had at CNN were the ones where I did the least talking about myself. Whenever someone talked more about what they wanted and more about what they needed, they felt like they had a better meeting than they could have ever have had if I was talking too much about my products or about myself. So let them speak to them like they're the most important person, and their needs are what you're going to solve. So what's their problem? How are you solving it? All right, so the Facebook button. This button down here is a sweet, sweet little piece of real estate as well. So I'm gonna click on this, and you'll see here, because I'm an admin, so you should be able to do this with your pages too, but on that button, you're seeing that I have a bunch of different opportunities. I can do like book with you, which I have because people can book meetings with me through my Calendly link, or contact you. If I clicked on contact you, they can sign up for something, send you an email, send you a message. Now, here's a tip. Don't do send message. Here's why. In the settings of your Facebook page, there is a section for messages. You click on that, or you have that, and when you come out of it, that button will automatically already be there. So if you say send message, now you've got 2 send message buttons. You're wasting a piece of real estate. Learn more, they can watch a video or go to a website. Shop with you if you have something to sell them. Download your app and join your community. So if I wanted them to join my community, my free group, I could have that there as well. It really depends on what's the most important thing for you, like what do you really want them to do? And so I actually chose the book now because I want them to book, you know, obviously a session with me. And I already have an opportunity for them to join my groups. So really think about it. Like, what is it that's going to be the best benefit for you and for them when you decide what kind of button you're going to choose? Okay, so the About section. How many of you have fully filled out your About section or looked at it in the last, I don't know, month? Have you looked at your About section in the last month? Give me a show of hands. All right, yeah, okay. Generally, when I ask this question, like nobody raises their hands, or maybe like 1 or 2 people raise their hands. And the reason why is because they were going to come to this training. So here's the deal, guys. You want to look at your About once a month. And here's why. Because things change. Things change all the time. Plus, if you refresh your About section, Facebook knows that you did, and the algorithm thinks that there's something fresh to take hold of, and it wants to put you in the, you know, pages like, or pages that you might like section of the core people who are your audience. So if you ignore Facebook, Facebook ignores you. So go in your About section, and you want to look and you want to fill it out completely. Meaning that don't just phone it in. You want to have, and I can't tell you, the reason why I say that is because I do find a lot of times with some of my clients, they didn't know what to put here. So they just put like something, but this is really important because keywords, and I don't want to jump ahead, but SEO wise or search engine optimization wise, keywords are really important because when Google or Bing is, they actually treat Facebook like it's a website. So when their bots are crawling around your page, if your keywords aren't there, they're not going to serve your Facebook page up in a search result. And what we want is for when someone's searching for, let's say for me, and they're searching for a digital marketing consultant, what we want is for my Facebook page and my website and everything else, but my Facebook page to pop up. So don't phone this in. So here we go. Here's the username. Now, the username, how many of you know what the handle is? Like when I say a Facebook handle, show me hands if you don't mind. Facebook handle? Okay. I'm going to go over what the Facebook handle is then. All right. This is where you create the name of your page, and it's also called the Facebook handle. You'll notice that it's over here as well. When you get, I think it's 100 followers, when you get 100 people liking your page, what happens is when someone wants to tag you as a page in their post or whatever it might be that they're doing, they can then do that with the @SocialFuelMedia. That's a really powerful thing. And if you don't have this area set up, that can't happen. So what you want to be able to do is have people tag your pages. So when they say, I really love @SocialFuelMedia, or hint, hint, I loved my webinar that I went to from @SocialFuelMedia, right? Then other people go, well, what's SocialFuelMedia? And they click on it and they find your page. And it also tells the algorithm that, hey, SocialFuelMedia is something that other people are using. Down here, it says business info, and it says when you're open. Don't say 24 hours unless you are actually open 24 hours. I had someone say that, hey, we should be available to people if they need us. No, 9 to 5 or whatever your hours are. And then down here, you can edit your business details. Just says, like how much money, what price range are you in, the type of business that you are, right? My business sells goods or services online. Okay, I don't have that one. This page represents a corporate office or headquarters. Okay, so if you have, like Sorrento's Pizza, Tracy, that would be something you probably want to click. Your phone information, if you don't mind people calling you. Social Fuel this is for messaging. If someone wanted to message me at Social Fuel, this is where they can email me at Social Fuel, and my website. And then here's my Twitter, my Instagram, and then I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay. That is, I don't even know. That's my LinkedIn. Okay. So, and then down here is important. So where it says about, you want to put information again with words that you want to be found for. So I have words like e-course, coaching, digital marketing, etc. And then down here for company overview, it's a little bit longer of an explanation. And then I say visit me on Twitter, LinkedIn. You want people to follow you in a 360. Okay, so 360 following means that when someone needs digital marketing information, my goal as a company is that whenever they need it, they can find me anywhere that they need me. So I'm covering them off in a 360 format. They can reach me by email, by website, by Twitter, by phone. Anytime they need Amanda, they can find me. That's what I mean by 360. That's what I mean by being available. So ask yourselves, how do people find me? Do they, when they think of, and Christy, you're in your respect, a photographer. When they think of a photographer, do they think Christy Google photography? When they're thinking about healthy food, do they think about Sasha's cutting board? And are you available for them? And are you giving them the information that they crave? No pun intended, because it's a food. And when Jean, when you're, talking about a virtual assistant, do they think Jean first, and where do they find you? Is it easily found, is it easy for them to find them and interact with you? Again, social media is social, guys. You want to interact. It's not about pushing information at people. It's about pulling people's interest in. So how are you doing that? how are you developing that relationship, because it's a relationship, and how are you building that trust and loyalty? People are more loyal to brands that they understand and that they can interact with, and to, in my case, people that they can actually interact with, than they would ever be with just some innocuous brand. So I'm going to check the chat. I do not see any questions. Feel free to shoot me questions. Okay, so over here, really important. How many of you have this on your page? How many of you are like in the About section? Okay, Tracy. In the About section, there's this like beautiful piece of real estate that goes unused a lot of times. And it's called Story. It's different than Story. It's called Story, but it's this great, beautiful piece of real estate. What you can do is you come in here and you talk about your brand and who you are and what you do for people. This is like where the rubber meets the road. Like, this is where I find out who the heck is Amanda, and do I care about what Amanda has to offer? Does she know what she's talking about? So here I say exactly who I am, and I also use my keywords. And it's like built just so you know, like if I hit edit, here I'm going to hit edit. If I hit edit at the bottom, I can change this picture. I can change the size from an H1 header to like this kind of size text. I can add pictures, and I can move my picture from the left to the right to the center and make it ginormous. We're going to put that back. So, and then, you know what I did, because my brand is like built on who I am, and who I am is like somebody who's like really laid back, and I totally just want to help. So I'm letting them know a little bit more about me. And again, when people kind of like know who I am, they're going to trust me more. They're going to come and ask for my business more. You know, they're going to ask me to help them with their business. So I do tell them that, yeah, I'm a Trekkie, and don't talk to me about Star Wars, because I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Sorry, Sasha. So, okay, so you want to make sure that you fill that out. If it's not filled out and you need homework from this, first thing the homework is fill that out. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So let's go to the home page. So we filled out all of our about information, and I filled out my my story for Social Fuel. As a viewer, I can click on these three buttons here and go down to say view as page visitor. And then now it's going to show me what I look like to people when they find me. So I see I'm here. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of face going on. But here, this is what it looks like. So I can see what people are seeing when they get to my page. And they're able to click on this and see more about me. And it's really important when you're trying to grow an audience and to engage an audience, to get them to really feel comfortable. I'm going to go back to viewing it like a normal person, to get them feeling comfortable about media, about you and your company, because the name of the game in all of social is engagement. Oh, the view for the visitor button, Christy, right here. Click on the three little up here, and then hit view as a page visitor. And then it flips over. And then when you're done, to get back, you're gonna click switch back to your view. And then you'll probably just have to, yeah, it'll refresh for you and go back. So the name of the game for social is engagement, okay? So here's the thing, and in fact, the name of the game, I would say, for all of digital marketing is engagement. Because when the algorithms of whatever social media that you're using, or for search engines, see that people are engaging with your brand, that they find value in your brand, you know, so engaging means liking, sharing, commenting, you know, whatever it might be, that's engagement, and or viewing a video. Then they go, oh, that's something that other people might be able to use. So I want to make sure that I include it in my search result. So if Facebook, if someone searches for like digital marketing coach, hopefully I will pop for them. So does that make sense? Any questions so far? You can unmute if you have a question. Okay, it's like the Amanda show. It's a one woman show over here. So, okay, so let's make sure I'm staying on target here. Okay, so posting. I get a lot of questions about like, what should I post? You know, why would people, I had one client say, nobody cares what I have to say. They do care about, you'd be surprised. They really do care about what you have to say. So what should you post? Where do you find information? So I came up with this little fuel for social fuel, type of, I guess, thing. I'm trying to think of the word. F. So for the F, one time a week, try to post something that's kind of fun, maybe fun and inspirational. And it can just be something lighthearted. So for instance, yesterday or the day before, I posted this about the masks. So also available in white. It was just like, you know, hey, we all have to laugh a little bit right now. So I saw it fun. So one time a week. You literally means you post something that shows you behind the scenes. Who are you? Or if you're a brand and it's not necessarily a person, who's the brand? Who's the team behind the brand? Show me the manufacturing facility. Show me something behind the scenes and let me know, like, give me one thing. When I was at CNN that people loved, was when they got an inside view of who CNN was, like the newsroom floor or whatever it was. They loved, why do you think reality TV is so like famous, right? Everybody loves reality TV. It's because they like the behind the scenes. So for me, it might be a picture of me and Charlie, or it could be a picture of me doing an Instagram post or whatever it might be, or a video. E, educate and engage 2 times a week. So educate and engage, meaning that people come to me to learn about digital marketing. So I help them do that. I give them tips, tricks, but I'm always asking them, does this help you? Is this something that you need, you know, that is helpful in your everyday life? Or I might ask them, what issues are you having in digital marketing? And then I'll help and try to answer those. So again, if you're a brand or a different type of company, it could be, you know, for Sorrento's Pizza, tell me, how do you make a pizza? Where do you source your cheese from? Why is that important? Tell me why it's so yummy. Like, show me the making of that pizza. So you could do that as far as a brand. So educate and engage. And then L, you're a leader in your space. That's why they're going to follow you. And that's why they're going to continue to follow you. So show me how you're a leader. For me, it would be maybe speaking at an event, or showing them when I teach at the school, which I haven't done in a while, which I miss, or networking and showing the group. And the cool thing about all of those things is when I am posting, I can tag the group that I was at, the place that I bought the cheese for, if I'm Sorrento's Pizza. I can tag all of these other pages. And when I tag them with the handle that I talked about, that at Social Fuel Media, when I tag them, their audience is then exposed to my page. So it helps with that whole exposure of your brand as well. Does anybody have any questions about that? No? Okay, cool. Story. Okay, so the story that we just did, that big kind of like web page almost, this is different than the story that you can do on Facebook. So story on Facebook is not as popular as it is on Instagram. Instagram stories are these 15-second little snippets that you can put together, and they last 24 hours. And if you put them together, they're supposed to tell the story of your day, right? What about posting to a group? Okay, hi, yes, Tracy. I'm gonna show you groups in a second, and how to post to a group and why you should, you know, what it is about a group that's good. So we're gonna talk about that. That's a great question. And as far as posting to a group, we're going to talk about the way to post to a group. I think you're asking about like what kind of information to post to a group. We're going to talk about that in a sec. How important is Instagram if I'm not on it? It depends. Jean, like, is your audience on Instagram? As a virtual assistant, they could be there, but for you, I would say Facebook, or actually Facebook and LinkedIn would be the two things I would suggest for you right now. Instagram's great, but you don't want to necessarily be everywhere if you don't have time for that. You want to be where your clients are. So, but thanks for that question. That's a good question. But story on Facebook shows up. You can do it in a couple of different ways. When you're on your app, your Facebook app, it's literally just, up at the top. But when you're on there as your desktop, you can just hit the plus button and you can create a story. So you can type something, you can have a picture, you can check in, you can do funny little things. You can go to Canva and create a fun little photo. But story is here, and it's kind of like the newest thing for Facebook. And here's where it shows up. The reason why it could be fun for you and it could be helpful if it's something that's good. Don't just do it to do it. Like, this is kind of ick. This is my own story. But it comes up right in the eye line of people when they're on their Facebook newsfeed. So they might go, oh, social fuel media. What's up with that, right? Or I haven't looked at them in a while. I like their page, but I haven't looked at them for a while. So that's why story can be important. Now, I will say too, you might have like a big following on your page and not that many people are seeing your stuff. And it might be because you're not getting enough engagement. And so you might be posting and no one's engaging and you're like, this, blech. That's just because maybe you're not getting out from the algorithm. The algorithm's not paying attention to you. About 2% of your audience is actually fed the stuff that you post. So, and that's at the beginning, and it'll go higher and higher as you get more and more engagement. One of the really good ways to get more engagement is by boosting a post, which is an ad. So if you go to, don't ever boost a post from your business page. This is a side note. Always go to the ad manager and boost the post. And here's why. You have more opportunities and more things to choose when you do it that way. But now I'm off-roading, but just FYI. Okay, Sasha's like, yeah, she's off-roading. She always off-roads. All right, so content in Canva. Let me just see. Okay. Content in Canva. How many of you use Canva? Okay, Canva is awesome. Canva is like the coolest. So how do I come up with content? One of the biggest things that I'm asked is like, when should I post? Like time to post. And so like, they're always like, well, is it better to post in the morning? I've been told it's better to post at night. Here's the thing, guys. It's really relative to your page. So it's whatever your audience likes. If your audience is more active at, 3 in the morning, then post at 3 in the morning. Okay, you can schedule it. But if someone tells you they know the exact time that's best for you to post, they're incorrect because they don't know your business and they haven't looked at your insights off of your business page. And we're going to do that in a second. So if you were just starting to post or just starting your Facebook page, you can kind of follow the rule of thumb of try to post at least once a day and post at different times throughout the day and see which ones get better engagement. But it's going to be hard to get engagement right away. I'm just saying, like, you know your audience, so you know the best time to post. And they also say, how many times should I post a day on Facebook? Again, if your audience is hungry for your content and you post 3 times a day and they're loving it, great. If you're posting 3 times a day and they're just exhausted from it and it's too much, then don't do that. It's better to have less and have quality than to have more and have quantity over quality. You want it to be good stuff. Take the time to think about, like, what do they need? What's going to help them? What is my audience hungry for? Because that is what's going to get you to have people stay, follow, and engage. Okay, use story, like what I just showed you in your profile. If it's working for you, great. If it's not, then don't. Right now, it's really not an engagement driver for Facebook. It is for Instagram. Like on Instagram, you get about 300% more engagement with a story, but not on Facebook right now. So if you're on Instagram doing a story, you can save it to or share it to your Facebook page. That takes 2 seconds. But if it's going to take like a lot of time and it's not working, then no, don't do it. What to post. So follow the FUEL method, curate stuff from trusted sources. So like if you found an article that's like really good, share it. But put the link in the comments. Don't put it in the description because the algorithm doesn't like links in the description. But you know, articles, tips, tricks, behind the scenes, all of that is good stuff. If you sat down and you really kind of gave yourself an hour to think about stuff, I can guarantee you, you're going to come up with at least 50 different posts. Really, if you gave yourself that hour, you definitely would. Any questions? Okay, so it's 12:42, guys. You're still with me. We're still rolling. We're almost there. So, okay, lives and premieres. Oh, what about, oh gosh, yes, sorry. Tracy, I forgot Canva. Okay, Canva. Here's Canva. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so Canva. So I'm gonna log into Canva. It's not letting me log in. Oh, there you go. All right, I'm logging in. So this is Canva. In Canva, you don't have to buy Pro. You can do a free Canva account, and free Canva is just as good. Well, it's almost as good as the $12.99 version. If I wanted to create a Facebook cover, so look at Facebook cover, I can create a Facebook cover. If I wanted to create a Facebook video, I can create a Facebook video. If I wanted to create a Facebook post or an ad, a story, birthday Facebook event cover, whatever it might be. So let's just take a quick look at a Facebook cover. Look at all of these different templates that I can choose from. And all I need to do is come in here, click on one of them. Right, here they are, all my different ones are showing up here. All I have to do is type in whatever I want. Change the words, change the colors, change whatever I want. I can change the picture back here. If I don't like that picture, I can go to a picture that I've uploaded and I can put that in the background, okay? And then I just come over here, I hit download, and I can download. I can also take the background off of different logos and do all kinds of other things. So this is just a quick thing about Canva. Love Canva. Yes, Sasha, it's awesome. Delete how do you delete a duplicate Facebook page? You can actually merge them, or I can help you delete it. That's for sure. And then, but with Canva, I encourage you guys, we have a little time at home. So if you, let me just move this. If you have, you know, half an hour, go play in Canva, because there's just so much you can do. And it's not just Facebook, it's everything. So if you look here, look at all the things: bookmarks, business cards, calendars, certificates, class schedules, etc. So I'm currently creating all these different things with my assistant. And I mean, menus, you name it, you can create it on Canva. So Tracy, thank you so much for reminding me. So lives and premieres. So how many of you have ever done a Facebook Live? Okay. Facebook Live currently is changing the way they do things. So now you can schedule a live, but I don't, like if you go in to do a Facebook Live, this is how you would do it. So you're on your page and you would hit live, okay? And it's gonna take you here, which is the old player. And you can do a Facebook Live from there and it'll go live on your page. Now it's going to look different on desktop than it does on your cell phone. I believe on your cell phone you can actually invite people to join you on your Facebook Live. I don't think you can hear on desktop. However, if you go to do this and it's got some weird funky interface, get out. Up at the top on the left, it's going to say go to the old version, go to the old version, because the new version is a hot mess. So don't use it, just go back to the old version. And why do I care about live? So Facebook Lives, I'm going to go back. Facebook Lives are important, and I would go through like how to do Facebook Lives and everything, but that's going to be a separate webinar because there's a lot to it. But why we want to do lives and use video is, again, engagement, movement, and people have the opportunity to engage with you. So movement, engagement. Another thing that you can do if you're not comfortable going live, which I know a lot of us aren't, then you can actually tape yourself, okay, using the live platform. Just have it go to, here, I'll show you. You can actually go into the live thing and go over here where it says social fuel media. And well, if you're on your own personal page, you click on this and it'll say just me. And you just tape yourself. And then when you're done, download that, okay? And you can take your video and you can do a preview video, which is cool. So a preview video is very similar to a live. It acts just like a live, but what you do is you come to your page and you hit photo or video and you upload a video. Okay, so let's find a video. Live streams. Okay, well, you find a video, and then when you pull up the video and you put the video in, it's going to say, would you like to make this a preview? And you say yes. And then what happens is it actually will have a countdown clock. And the countdown clock will say, social fuel media is going live in 2 hours or whatever. Social fuel media, and then people say, I'm interested, or they share it, right? And they tell everybody that's following you that you're going to go live. And then at that 2 hour mark or whatever time you tell it, it doesn't have to be 2 hours. It literally will roll that pre-recorded video, just like it's a live video, and people can interact and chat with you in that way, just like a live video. So what you would do is just monitor it. So you would be there to answer anybody's questions. So where would this come in handy? Like, for instance, now I work with a lot of churches, and so they're actually taping their worship. We do a preview video for their 11 a.m. service. It counts down, okay? And then our pastors are live to answer any questions. For me, I could take this video and download it, and then I could post it as a preview, and then I could have people interacting with me as a live video. One thing that is really important in social is you don't have to have like one piece of content and then you only use it for one thing. Use it across everything you possibly can, because nobody's got time to create all this content, right? So try to find ways. So what you do, again, just so you guys can find it, you hit live, not live, I'm sorry. You would hit, you go in and you say you're going to upload a video for a preview. And then when you upload the video, it's going to ask you, do you want to make this a preview? So then you just follow the steps, okay? All right. I wondered how to do that. Thanks. You're welcome, Sasha. Okay. So watch parties, similar thing. You can actually have a watch party. Here are the directions on how to do that, and it'll come with this presentation. But basically, what would be cool is if you had a watch party with your members. So like maybe there's a video that you thought maybe somebody you follow was great. You know what? Have a watch party. You can do that on your page, or you can do that in a group. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Groups, to your question, Tracy. Groups are great, but I hate the name. The name is really bad. It should say communities, because a group should be a community of people. It's less formal. So to your ask about how to post in a group, like what's that feeling? It should be less formal because these people have decided that this group is something that they enjoy and that they can interact in. So posting in that group, you should be posting, or you can be posting things that could be similar types of content, okay? But you're talking to them like you're talking to a friend, talking to them like someone who knows you well. For instance, like you may say on your business page, something a little bit more formally, like I may say, I'll be holding a free webinar about Facebook pages and blah, 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 right? And on my group, I'll say, hey guys, help me out. You know, I'm working on this free webinar. I'd love for you guys to take part in it. Something like that. So it's more of that relational feel. It's all relational, but it's really more informal and relational in the group. They can be really powerful because if you have somebody that's in a group, that's your opportunity to create an advocate. They become your brand advocates. So they're the ones that will tell other people to buy your product or use you for services or whatever it might be. So when should you have a group? You should have a group if you have something to say or something that people want to learn more about. If you have a group of loyal brand advocates that want to get together and talk to each other, you should have a group. If you have something that you can provide, you should have a group. Another great example of what's going on right now is one of my church clients, Emmanuel Lutheran. They can't connect with their congregation right now in physical way. So they're doing the preview videos, but they also are doing story time every night at 7 p.m. for the littles. And they have a group for that. Then they have a dance party and there's like 153 people in this dance party group. And it's a way for people at the congregation and also outside the congregation to feel like they're not alone in their homes. So that's a really good way to use a group, okay? So it's when you feel like you can actually create a community, that's when you should create a group, okay? But always, always, always attach it to your main page. What drives me crazy is when people create groups and they're like outliers. You have a brand, guys. You have a page. So your groups should live off of your page. They should never be separate. Any questions? All right. Creator Studio. Yes, Tracy. Can you show us how to do it? Do you go to the group page? Aha, yes, I'll show you how to do it. So over here, you just go to groups, right? And hit create group. And then you actually would create your group, name it. Can you show us how to do it? Do you go to the group page? No. Unmute, Trace. Oh, how to post to a group. Oh, okay, so a group that you're a member of. Okay, I did not set up my page. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. So if you are in a group, so let's go to a group. So here's my group. And you can actually you should be able to, if the group is open for anybody to post, it's in the settings, you should be able to just go up here and post to it. And post whatever you would like. It would look very similar to this. Now, some groups, I'm going to show you in the settings area, some groups don't allow it. So in your group area, in the settings, admins have this opportunity, but if you go down, it'll say anyone in this group, or wait, where is it? Posting permissions, anyone in the group or only admins. And if you are in a group that says only admins, they will not let you post. So that might be a reason why you can't post. Does that make sense, Tracy? Okay. So Christy, how do I attach to the main page? Okay, I will show you that in a minute. And Jean, I think I'm going to send you a link to Facebook chat because you're going to need to chat directly with Facebook about getting that taken down. So I have a link that can help you with that, and you can actually in real time chat with someone from Facebook. So I will send that to you. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, because I realized that when you go into the page that says add work, that's where what I thought was my business page is, but it looks nothing like yours.
Right, exactly. Right. That's how I kind of figured it out, that it wasn't your business page. Yep.
So I'm going to have to create a whole new page.
Yes. And but you're also going to have to get that other one taken down. So I will send you the chat that you can just get a hold of them and ask them. They're actually pretty responsive.
Okay.
Usually. I don't know about now, but usually. Okay, so how do you attach to the main page? Okay, so to attach to the main page, if you're not attached to a main page, Christy, while I'm here, see where it says linked pages? You can say edit linked pages or create a new link page. So like I can hit edit linked pages and I could link my group to any of these pages that I am an admin of, okay? So go into the group, go to the three dots, under more, hit edit group settings, and then you'll be able to do it there. Does that help? Cool, awesome. All right, so last thing is Creator Studio. So Creator Studio is something that actually there's two things. Insights is really important. Up here, you guys, you know how I said, when do I post, how do I post, blah, blah, blah. Like this is where you're gonna find out when your audience is on and what they like. So Insights is at the top of your page, and spend some time digging in. Like, what do people like? When do they fall off? What posts seem to get them to engage? Everything you could ever want to know. And if you click on these, you're going to go deep dive into like post reach, deep dive into story reach, all of that. Okay. Find out, be the expert in your audience so that you can post when they need you to post and give them the information that you need to get, that they need. Down here, it's showing my most recent posts and how they've done. And I can look at all my posts and then, see how they've done and when they actually do well. So down here, and it's on the Insights page. Down here, fun, is you can watch other pages that might be your competitors. So, or it's somebody that you admire, like my friend Jen, I admire Jen. So I watch and I see how she's doing. And then I can click on hers and it'll give me her most recent posts. So I can see what she's doing, okay? Now, down here is another digital marketing agency. So I might wanna just kind of see what they're doing, right? So this is a really good area to find out what people are doing. When you post to a group, do your likes see that post or just the people in the group? That is a really good question. In a group, if the group is public, then people who are liking your page or who are connected to you may see that. If it is a private group, no one sees anything unless they're actually in the group, okay? So the algorithm may pick up that you like a group. They may pick up something that you've liked in the group if it's a public, but if it is a private group that you had to get accepted into, no. Does that answer your question? Yeah, awesome. Okay, so so that's, Insights is something that you definitely want to take a look at, and then Creator Studio is where I was headed next. Creator Studio, you're going to find under More and Publishing Tools. And what's cool about Creator Studio is that you can actually post from your desktop to Instagram. So I don't know why it's not going there. My computer's not liking me. But you can post from your computer to your Instagram account, but you can also copy what you've done on Facebook to Instagram through Creator Studio. So what I did was I went to Publishing Tools, and then I clicked on Creator Studio, and here I can see all of my posts and how they've done in my Instagram posts, and I can see them for all of my clients right here in Creator Studio, okay? So Creator Studio is someplace that you want to make sure you spend a little time. I can look at my content library, so all the things that I posted are saved here. I can go to Insights here as well. I can look at my inbox for Instagram and Facebook here. I can see if I made any money from my shop. rights manager. Down here is what I wanted to show you, sound collection. If you ever do videos and you're like, I need some audio and I don't know where to find it and I need it copyright free, you can grab sound collection here. And there's all different types of video, or I'm sorry, audio for you to use for your video. There's so much, guys. And so this is intended to get you kind of to really start paying more attention. So invite to like, how many of you know about this? Okay, so invite to like, if someone likes a post that you've done, you can actually click and it'll pop this up. And you can hit invite, 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 invite. And it will actually invite people to like your page. This is a game changer because sometimes, you know, like some of my clients, they'll get a lot of likes on a certain post, but those people don't like their page yet. So I'll just go invite, invite, invite. And I mean, the numbers just keep going up. Okay, so just remember to do that. It's an easy way to actually share, or easy way to actually grow. So we talked about that. Now the business manager at business.facebook.com, the business manager, just the one thing that the takeaway of this is if you ever go to do ads and you want to do custom audiences, for those people that took my classes, custom audiences help you do ads a lot more, I guess, lean. So you're able to actually create a conversation in a funnel. But now in order to do a custom audience, you have to have your ad account in a business manager. So they made you do that now. And the cool thing about it though, is that in the business manager, you can have all of your pixels, all of your ad accounts, and all of your data. So if you have more than one account, you can actually share that stuff from one place to another. Okay, so from one ad account to another ad account. So just know that that's there. And that, let's see. Aha, I have noticed that posts I like will invite me. There you go, exactly, see? All right, so that is a lot of information. And I know that. So I will be sending you guys, first of all, do you have any last questions? And Randy, I'm gonna call you, we're gonna merge those pages. Do you have any last questions or comments, anything that you need? Okay, cool. Well, I can't thank you guys enough. This is really helpful for me because it is not only good for me to put stuff together, but it's also keeping me motivated. Oh, thank you, Jean. And it also is giving me a webinar, I guess, kind of like a webinar platform that I haven't had before. And the other thing is, if you could join me and follow me on all of my different socials, I have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And if you're not in my free group, Social Fuel Community, feel free to join that. That's attached to my page. And oh, thanks, Tracy. I really appreciate it. And I have to say, I really hope everyone stays healthy and stays safe. This is unprecedented times. We all have to stick together, right? And if you need anything, just reach out to me. And I have another free webinar next week. It's the 5 things that you should know about your Instagram business page or business account. And it'll be at the same time. So if you'd like to join me on that, you can register on my Facebook page or on my website. And also, oh, I just launched a new website. So take a look and tell me what you think. It's a lot of face though. I'm kind of wondering if I have too big of a picture. But it's a gorgeous one that Christy took. So really appreciate it, guys. And have a, aw, thank you, Christy. Have a great day. Stay safe, okay? Stay home, stay safe. Bye, guys.